Here's my first review of a coaster at King's Dominion, and it's the coaster everybody likes most, Anaconda. I wish I didn't have to talk about this coaster, but I feel like I have to. So anyway, let's dive right into it. Anaconda is a currently operating custom steel looping coaster built by Aerodynamics. It's located in King's Dominion and opened on March 23rd, 1991. It cost $5 million at the time. It currently has a height requirement of 48 inches. It features classic aerotrack, supports and trains, which has 7 cars with 2 rows and 2x2 seating, which makes for 28 riders per train. It runs 2 trains, except that's not usually the case. This ride serves 1,400 people per hour. Let's talk about the experience on and off the ride. When you walk up to this coaster, it looks very sketchy. This is because there's a shrinking lake on top of the coaster. The queue is made of wood. The station is made of wood. Amazing, right? You climb into the train and pull down your old and bulky over-the-shoulder air restraint. Then you start climbing obnoxiously slow up the 128-foot tall lift hill. Then you plummet down a twisting 144-foot drop and fly through a tunnel at a max speed of 50 miles per hour, also hitting a top G-force of 5.1. After that, you go into a minorly forceful vertical loop, the first of the 4 inversions on the roller coaster. It really does nothing. Then you hit a large jank into the second inversion you will experience on the ride. It is sort of a sidewinder inversion, which pulls quite some positives. After that, there is a large hump and uncomfortable lateral filled turn into the, of course, hard pulling mid-course brake run. Now I know I sound like I'm trying to discourage you from riding this coaster, but don't take it as that. Then you crawl through a pointless and forceless turn into double helixes, where the only good part is the whip when you bank to the other side to go into the second forceless helix. After that, you go into another forceless turn, yes, I know, another. And then comes my favorite part of the ride, and I am serious this time, the double corkscrews. The only reason I like this is because it gives some good, I guess you could call it hang time, when you crawl through these. Yes, I said crawl, and that's actually a good thing when you take this element of the ride into consideration. It's a corkscrew. It isn't supposed to have strong positives. Anyway, you hit this airtime hill, except that it doesn't give any airtime. Finally, you jump into the brakes, which surprisingly don't pull as hard as the MCBR does. And that's pretty much the ride. 1 minute and 50 seconds of peril. But hey, I did it for the credit, and that's the only thing that matters. Speaking of me, here's my experience when riding Anaconda. This coaster was unfortunately the last coaster I rode at King's Dominion. Such a best last coaster, I know. This was because it had literally a 90-minute wait the whole time I was there, so I wasn't going to ride it. Of course, 90 minutes isn't worth riding Anaconda. But then we were leaving the park and I checked the wait times. It was 5 minutes. I rushed over there to get the credit, and it turned out to be a walk-on. Something I want to point out is I rode it right after I ate. You were probably thinking I threw up, but no, I didn't. I have a high G and high nausea tolerance. I just felt a bit nauseous though. I mean, what can you say? It's Anaconda. And if you want to know what happened to me on the ride, well, the answer is headbanging. And everything else I described about what might happen to you when you ride this thing. But hey, you can ride it if you want. Overall, I don't like this coaster, but I do have 38 credits now, not 37. That's going to do it for this video. Please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all later.